Start out by focusing on value. Identify and assess and prioritize the use cases that you're going to use to roll out this new way of working. Then your data management team focuses on enabling those use cases. They focus on the ingestion side of things. What are the data sources? What data quality problems exist in them right now? How can you combine them together? People who really know the data working, with the analysts who are trying to derive value from it, focused on enabling. Then, as you build out the experiments and get that prototype developed, you have the time to build up the capabilities such that you can apply the governance that says, yes, you did control for those data quality issues that were the most important for this particular use case. And you did ensure that access is managed along the way to each one of those data products, intermediate and end state, such that the governance approach here is not a manual counsel review. It's of the code itself and all of the details. It's really looking at the outputs of the reports that were run in your development environment to understand that, yes, this is correct. At which point you deploy it out and start to capture the metrics around the tests running against the data, ensure that those constraints are enforced, spin up that data curator role as it applies to data that ends up in quarantine situations where there's clear motivation that the value you're deriving from this use case. Let's just say that we were building a trading algorithm in that prior example. The value of that trading algorithm justifies the need to clean up any data that flows through and ends up in quarantine. And over time, you report back on the value of what's really being achieved and the fact that you have been building in avoidance of some of your downstream risks. So as you look at that infonomics type approach, you can start to report on the fact that, yes, you are being continuously compliant through all of these processes, avoiding risks of the multi-million-dollar payouts that come with GDPR violations.